to the Intuitive Teacup, my friends. These tarot readings are meant to motivate, empower, and inspire you. Please keep an open heart and an open mind as you watch these general readings, as some material will resonate and some might not. Do have faith it is serving someone out there, and take away only what resonates for you. Please release the rest. Feel free to book a personal reading with me if you would like something catered specifically to your inquiries and energy. That information is down below for you. You are responsible for all actions and decisions and the vibe that you bring to this channel. This is optional advice or guidance, and of course, you will always have free will. Check the box below for my social media links, the decks I use, and more information on this channel. Let's hop into your tarot reading. What's up, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. There will be timestamps right down below for you so you can hop right to yours. These are going to be little sips, mini love tarot readings, just an energy check-in to see where your person is at. I should think of a new name. I always stumble on it. It's a little clunky. Little sips, mini love tarot, energy check-ins. All right. Ooh, that one wants to be seen. Three of Wands. Who are we waiting on? Judgment with a Scorpio. All right, so Scorpio from the past. Is that the collective water sign reading, even for the Scorpios? All right, let's hop in. Let's start with, I guess we'll go in order. We'll do Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So, Cancer, what's up? Let's talk about your love life. Let's do one quick shuffle and get those cards out. We'll split the deck, in fact. Ready? Here we go for Cancer. All right, so you may be waiting on an Aries or turning your back to a Libra. Interesting, you have two zodiac signs that are literally opposite on the zodiac wheel, and you're right smack in the middle. So you might actually be between an Aries and a Libra, and it could go vice versa. For most of you, it feels like you've started to turn your back on the Libra and looking more towards the Aries. It could also be, I am reading for love, but just to keep this in mind, this could also be turning away from one contract and looking for new work, or declining some sort of offer that would be a long-term commitment to pursue something that you have greater investment in, or you see more potential in it. You could be going from air to fire as well. Air being Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Fire being Aries, Leo, Sag. So again, just so you can kind of see what I'm looking at. I know you guys are at a bit of a distance here. You, the Queen of Cups, whether you are male or female, you're right smack in the middle, and your back is quite literally turned to either the Libra or the contract, or something to do with marriage. Every now and then this could be a marriage contract or a long-term commitment, right? So it could be that you've been dating someone and they want to be exclusive, and you're like, oh no, that's not what I want. But the thing is, you have your eye on, I do feel like for whether you are male or female Cancer, there's a very strong masculine energy here with this card. And again, it doesn't have to be an Aries, and you might just be really focused on work and career right now, too, if you're not super in the mood to date. But classic Cancer, you guys are always showing up in each other's readings, so there might be multiple Cancers involved here, too. So then let's see what's coming up in your person's spread. Now, granted, I can already tell there's multiple people coming through, so you have to determine who this is, if anyone, in your life, right? So, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you know what this feels like to me, and it's really interesting because I would almost say the roles seem like there's been a reversal, because I think somebody made a long-term offer or commitment to you, and I think you declined it, Cancer. If your person is thinking about long-term commitments and building a life together, Ten of Pentacles, right? The whole shebang. It seemed like you had to maybe think about it. This is a card of Cancer, right? And you chose to walk away. You chose to pursue something else. You chose to flirt, Page of Wands with someone else. Yeah, it's like you see action elsewhere, and you're very interested in it. Now, I suppose for some of you, the message could go vice versa. Granted, this came up in your person's spread. So it's possible that you experience this with a Libra or an Aries or, whatever the zodiac sign, especially the fire sign. It could be that they sort of had wandering eyes, or they just weren't ready to commit. Others of you may be getting out of a marriage contract, right? If that's what this represents, and you may choose to go through the divorce process, or if it's been a long-term commitment, you may choose to exit that commitment and put yourself back on the dating market, okay? So that's kind of the major message coming through here. I guess we can throw a couple clarifiers on it. This one is calling out to me. Queen of Pentacles, the homemaker. Also a timestamp for Capricorn season. So if Cancer is dealing with an Aries, how does Aries feel about them? And I know not all of you are, but Seven of Swords, theft. I think that means that you stole their heart, or vice versa. It's not so much sneaking around for most of you. It's that there was disappointment because, again, someone chose to walk away, or someone just wasn't ready for commitment. That could be your Aries too. And what's the vibe with the Libra? And certainly that could, if Libra or Aries is particularly strong in your chart, Cancer, that may end up being you as well. Justice is being clarified with the Empress. So double Libra energy. The Empress being a card of Venus, so it is also related to Taurus. It says Angel of Abundance. So if you, again, chose to walk away from a Libra, it could be that the Libra was married, or it's saying the Libra wanted to build a life with you, but again, for some reason or another, you felt like it wasn't the right timing, or the feelings just weren't there, right? That, that does happen. So... but I think this person sees a lot of potential in you. And it could even be someone who you already had children with, because the Empress is always shown pregnant. It doesn't have to be that storyline every time, but ultimately the Empress represents planet Venus. So when I'm asking specifically about the Libra, where's the Libra at? The planet of love is showing up. So just putting it out there, right? Even if you choose to walk away from a Libra, you may have a Libra in your future coming in who has a lot of love to give. And then, so if there is another Cancer, or I'm going to say a Cancer or possibly a female water sign, doesn't really matter, but very strong water energy. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, that's in Hanged Man mode. So what I take that to mean is that it's not completely over yet. You're not completely in the clear whether you were divorcing them or waiting on them, whichever camp you're in there. Something in that situation is going to transform and change. I'm not sure. Well, actually, let's ask. Will the result be positive for Cancer? And again, you guys may be coming at two different sides of that, right? But with the Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, if they're specifically waiting on somebody, or they're waiting to make a decision how they want to move forward, give me like a quick storyline on that. With the water sign, the Sun, Angel of Happiness. Okay, I don't need to say more. And ideas, Page of Wands. So yeah, someone in the relationship still has to think through a couple things. It could be that it would involve someone needing to sacrifice something in order to engage more in this relationship, or the opposite. Maybe you're weighing out, am I willing to sacrifice this relationship to pursue happiness elsewhere? The end result, no matter, again, which camp you're in, Angel of Happiness, right? Like there will be happiness there. And then of course, in my Cancerian readings, Leo is showing up here too. So if you're not currently with a Leo, you may have a Leo coming in. In fact, there may be marriage with a Leo for some of you. If it's a new Leo, what can you tell me about that? Yeah, you may have children with this Leo, possible. Someone who really likes to ride horses. Horseback riding is very important. Five of Cups, sadness. So here's the thing. You might not know who this is yet, or whatever the storyline is, depending on where you're at. This Leo may actually be going through a bit of a difficult time. They could have, lost somebody in their life. They could have lost their job. They're all up in their feels, Five of Cups, right? But again, it's just because it's called Angel of Happiness. Maybe you're going to help them bridge the gap. And, I always say you can't do the healing work for them, but you may be a transformational figure in this person's life and sort of show them the way to, healing, essentially. That would be very Cancerian. So, all right, Cancer, that doesn't look too bad. I'm keeping them short and sweet this week because I think next week I'm going to do your... I'm past mid-month check-ins. I kind of missed the bus. I was just super busy this month, but I'll probably start doing your February monthlies and get those out early to you guys. So anyway, I'll see you next week. I'll see you next Monday. All right, let me shuffle these back in, and we will do Scorpio's reading. Whoops. Oh boy, Scorpios came right out. Nine of Wands. All right, so this may or may not be for you, Scorpio. They just kind of fell out. It may actually be for Cancer, too, if you're still around. It could be Cancers dealing with Scorpios. You have two nines, so closing out of cycles, and you have two of my least favorite nines. So you have Nine of Swords, which is called stress, and Nine of Wands, which is about determination. This is about making your way through a situation that has been I'm hearing the word grievance, but there's a situation that has not been fun. It's caused a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, just feeling disappointed or feeling very anxious about how to proceed forward or wanting to give up, right? You get the drift. This is about determination and sticking it through. This to me is saying that you will be relieved of this exhaustive process or this exhaustive cycle. It could be an exhaustive relationship. And look, there's your Leo showing up again. So it may have to deal with a Leo, or you have one coming in. This is called Angel of Courage here. So especially for my cuspy Cancers, right? Maybe this is you. Yeah, Angel of Courage, determination, and then you have celebration, Three of Cups. So again, this cycle that's really putting you through the ringer, Cancer or Scorpio, because I don't really know whose this is. It might be both of you. There's reason to celebrate at the end here. And okay, for a lot of you, you're severing something off, especially with your male. Again, you can be male or female, Cancer, Scorpio people out there. But this very likely has to do with a male who you are cutting them off. And it might be someone who is very strong Leo or Libra in their chart. Ultimately, the Queen of Swords here is called independence, and she is breaking something up, right? She's cutting it off, or she's just getting rid of the stuff she doesn't need anymore. So if it isn't a person per se, it could be that you guys have had to do a lot of like rearranging in the relationship and kind of, I'm almost hearing like change up the rules. Like if you've let something slide for a certain amount of time and all of a sudden you're like, I can't take it anymore. Like this is a make or break thing. You may have a very important conversation to be like, I need you to change this or I'm out. In which case, I think your King of Wands is going to have to shape up or ship out. That's sort of what I'm getting here. So again, I'm not exactly sure whose message this is, but it came out and it very clearly has a message to it. So yeah, Cancer, Scorpio, could even be Pisces reading. Yeah, something with your King of Wands. I have to be honest, I think a lot of you are exiting a relationship with the King of Wands because you could have sensed third-party situation. If it's not that, there's reason to celebrate with your fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, especially your Leo. You may be reuniting with a fire sign from the past. But if that's the case, if Three of Cups represents a reunion here, I think you're being very cautious in how you proceed with this person. It's almost like you're putting them on trial. Like, well, where have you been and what have you been doing? You know, before you welcome them with open arms, it seems like you're getting a pulse on the situation and where they're at in their relationship, because it could be at one time they were, I don't know if it wasn't faithful but they were kind of keeping their options open with Three of Cups. That's what I mean. It's almost like you're doing like it looks like a dental or a tooth exam in the Strength card. It's like, all right, let me see. Well, like, what have you been up to? In fact, you may literally be looking closely at their facial features for something. I don't know what that would be, but that actually seems like almost like an intuitive hit. So something about their facial features may have changed. I don't know if they have like a busted lip or a broken, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't really matter. They may have changed their hairstyle or something like that. All right. Anyway, that was a bonus one. I don't know who that was for, but let me know if it was yours. All right, so let's move on to Scorpio. Let's stick with Rider-Waite. All right, Scorp. Officially, Scorpio. What's up? How you guys doing? I'll have to remember to timestamp that last reading as Cancer ? Scorpio. All right, quick shuffle and we'll do Scorpio's love reading. Let's tap into Scorpio's energy and love. We'll split the deck. What does Scorpio need to know in love? All right. Ooh, you got the Star and the Queen of Wands. All right. So I actually think that there's a fire sign who's wanting to reach out and communicate with you, and it's someone who you've been dreaming of. It may also involve an Aquarius. It's someone who's done their healing work. It's someone who's coming in and they're in a healthy place in their life and in their relationship. And yeah, it's like they're wanting to start something with you. This is very likely new, but it doesn't have to be. Queen of Wands has a lot of passion. She has a lot of excitement. She has a lot of energy. There's a playfulness about her. She's sort of a creative spirit, right? Garners a lot of attention, usually pretty well respected in the workplace. So we like all those qualities in a person, right? Unless they take the limelight away from you, Scorpio, right? All right, so then what is this mess? We were starting off so strong. Love these cards. Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords, and again, the Star. So something in alignment with your wishes and your hopes, a fire sign wanting to communicate with you. That could be you too, if you resonate strongly with one of those signs too. But then, so let me look at this before I jump in, because there's like way too many cards, but they're not my favorites. I'm kind of seeing rejection here. Only I'm almost seeing it swapped. It could be at one point in time you want, and this may be an entirely different storyline, guys. In fact, it very likely is. This could be person A in your life. This could be person B. So again, put it where it makes sense in your life, if at all. This feels like someone. It feels like you presented someone with an offer or like a small flirtation, asking them out, this or that. Or if you were dating, it's like you wanted to ascend to the next level with them and be either exclusive or committed or marriage or something like that. It feels like they got cold feet and blocked you and moved away. And in that period of longing, in that period of separation, they kind of feel like they realized what they were missing. But the thing is, I feel like if they come back in, you very likely have moved on to this person. So I don't necessarily think a lot of my Scorpios are going to be available to accept something from this person of the past. And again, this could go vice versa. If you were the one who declined an offer to make things, long-term or exclusive, it could be that after some time apart, you were like, oh, I kind of miss them. Maybe I shouldn't have let them go. But even if that's the case, I feel like someone may throw up the wall and be like, I gave you this offer months ago, and now I'm headed with verve and energy and excitement towards this one over here. So yeah, this feels tricky because it feels like there was unmatched feelings, not once, but twice, only it's like a 180. I hope that makes sense. It's like different people were not emotionally available or literally available at the same time, and then there's a little switcheroo. So that's kind of frustrating, isn't it, Scorpio? The Fool. I think you've moved away from this. I think you've started over. I still think there's a fire sign that you've been dreaming of who's going to communicate with you. Or if not dreaming of, someone who it's like you think they're cute or you think they're interesting. Again, it could be someone new on a dating app. You connect with them and it's like the stars align, that kind of thing. That feels very positive. So especially if that's new and fresh, absolutely love that. Give it my seal of approval. This I'm a little bit like, All right, so, and the thing is, I know it's going to be reversed for different Scorpios out there because it is kind of such like a kind of, I hate to say generic message, but you understand what I mean? There's like a switch of feelings. There's apathy here with the Four of Cups. It's like somebody they weren't feeling it, and so they chose not to engage more with someone. They put up the wall and moved on, but then when they moved on, Five of Pentacles. They were like, oh, that sucks. Like, I shouldn't have done that. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas. All right, so I'm trying to, figure out who the two characters in here are just so I can clarify them. I think that's one person. Actually, I think this is all your person. And then I think, after a period of them realizing what they lost, I think they're going to come back around and message you. That's what this is. Oh, Scorp. It might be your Cancer, actually. Chariot at the bottom. This person may actually come to visit you and speak to you in person. Because, yeah, here's the thing. Whoever rejected or declined the offer, it's been a long time coming of them wanting to reach out to you, but they felt very uncomfortable and uncertain about it because, A, I think they know they hurt you and they broke your heart. Thank you. Three of Swords. But also there's a sense of not ego, but I mean more or less like the pride of having to admit that they were wrong or that they shouldn't have let you go. Because Scorpio, you forgive, but you don't forget, right? So tell me about this person coming back. And again, this could be you, but the person who neglected the offer, what is their vibe coming back? The Five of Cups, they miss you. But the thing is, they would never tell you that, which I don't actually like. I would rather this person be really authentic and vulnerable. But this Five of Cups is very unique. It's like he's got his chin held high, like, oh, I barely thought about you at all. I was just, just saying hello via text. So I don't know if I love that. But I mean, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. What's the vibe here? Give me a little more. In a sense, they felt shackled to the relationship. At one point, I think that's a metaphor for they felt like they would have to be giving up all their freedom and, their bachelorette lifestyle. With the Six of Wands, the Spirit is saying to me, no, pride and ego was a factor here. Okay, so it was. The thing is, I do think they have a change of heart, or they turn around to make something right again. But is there actual love here? That's sort of what I'm confused about. Is this person bored and lonely? Or the thing is, I think it's more than that. I think they do have affection because I can see that they're missing you. But it's almost like, here's what I don't like. I think this person doesn't like to be alone. And so when they chose to go after another option or pursue another option, if that didn't work out, that seems to be the catalyst of what's bringing them back to you versus oh my God, no, Scorpio is the one. So I'm just telling you guys, err with caution on this one because it doesn't seem like magic and rainbows to me. It seems like this person has a little bit of baggage going on. And, maybe you do too, right? Everybody's human, but... So what's the vibe here? Six of Wands. I think they are determined to come back into your life, and certainly you don't have to take them back, but yeah, so then Four of Cups again. So that's what I mean. Then there's a role reversal. At one point in time, they were like, oh no, I don't really want to date. I'm just, let's just be friends. I think they come back to make you an offer, and there is a vibe to this that's very... I don't know, like knight in shining armor, I'm gonna go rescue Scorpio, only when they come to do it, you're like, oh, I'm dating someone. Like, now you're Four of Cups, and it's not apathy here, it's just like, that cup, oh no, I don't want it. Like, so, yeah, you have a change of heart, but so does your person. So, I mean, tarot of sexual magic, am I right, Scorpio? What is the most likely outcome for a majority of my Scorpios out there with this person of the past? The thing is, I know some of you are pining after your person of the past, and hey, I get it, we've all been there. The thing you don't realize is a lot of you're not going to want this person back in the long run because someone so much better comes in. Like, these three cards are great. They're bomb. I love them. These cards are messy. There's like a lot of obstacles. Quite literally, obstacles, like walls up, someone not being vulnerable, or someone anticipating or being nervous or anticipating things going wrong. Because the thing is, I almost get the sense that if you were to take this person back, part of you would always still hold on to that memory of, well, they turned me down once, so why am I suddenly good enough now? So, here's the thing. If you can come at this with a very open attitude and a desire to actually get to the bottom of things and, again, be vulnerable and authentic and true with each other, this could potentially stand, a chance to succeed in the future. But the thing is, I sense that your person is coming in not wanting to reveal the fact that they've been pining about you and that they miss you. And so it's like there's head games here. People are playing games. They're not being honest with themselves or possibly with you. So what is the most likely outcome for most of my Scorpios out there? Page of Swords. So again, they will very likely communicate. It's probably very sexually driven. Seven of Wands. I think there's a lot of work to be done in order to be able to enjoy this relationship. So that in itself doesn't sound super fun and romantic and sexy, right? But that's the general vibe I get from this. This was like an encounter and you guys met, and it, for some reason or another, it didn't work out. For most of you, it was rejection as divine protection. There was a reason it didn't work out. Now, certainly, if you want to go back to this and revisit it and talk with your person, in fact, I think most of you will. I think most of you will consider it, but I'm hearing like you get this little like, it's almost like a whisper in your ear, but I think it has to do with like your faith or your spirituality. You just get the vibe that like, oh yeah, like this, something about this isn't quite right. And for most of you, I think you're right. King of Swords. Yeah, because this person kind of has a player type vibe to them. And here's the thing. If it didn't work out at one point in time because they chose another option, that other option is not completely out of the picture yet. And here's what I mean by that. So, let's say, this is totally an example. Female Scorpios, there was a male, whatever, fill in the zodiac sign. They decided they didn't want to date or marry you, and they went off to pursue something with their other, whatever. I don't want to say side piece, but, another person, another woman, right? Even if this male, very likely male zodiac sign were to come back, possibly a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it's very likely that their ex, so not you, the other person that they got involved with after you, they still have eyes for that sort of King of Swords is what I'm getting. Again, possibly Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So they may kind of be interfering in whatever this King of Swords is trying to come at you with. And again, it's not to say you can't pursue this. In fact, you have two very strong cards of Aquarius. So something with an Aquarius has potential. Again, there might be two of them here. But yeah, someone's still peeking in on what this dude is doing. So I would just be apprehensive to not discuss what happened in your person's past. And I mean, that's a choice, right? You can only ask and hope your person's going to be truthful and tell you what went on, but you also can't demand that, right? You can't accept it because ultimately it's up to them what they choose to share. And you, Scorpio, being secretive at times too, you're not probably willing to share all of your past dating history, right? So I guess realistic expectations is the best advice I can give you here. This doesn't, I have to be honest, this is like my least emotional king, my least sexy king. He's very intelligent. He's very perceptive. What's the word? He's very calculating. Ding, ding, ding. That's the word. He's very calculating. As are you, Scorpio, right? So, this is a fair fight, I would say, but I don't know. I'll be honest. It seems like a lot of hassle in the long run. Yeah, I feel like this person wants to woo you and romance you. And for a lot of you, it's very much because, like, I hate to be like crude, but it's like they just want to get you into bed again. That's what they miss the most. And then once you fall in love with them all over again and you're like, oh, so we're a thing now, right? I feel like the same shit is going to happen again, because it's not even like a karmic cycle. It's literally the same person and cycle repeating again. So yeah, I mean, good luck. For some of you, I hope it works out. Okay, universe says reciprocity is key here. Make sure you are giving and getting what you need in a relationship and respecting your boundaries. And again, possibly third party type stuff. Just be aware of that. So yeah, I like your first reading better. Possibly something new with an Aquarius or a fire sign, especially a female fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag. All right. Woo, Scorpio, that was a complicated one. It was complicated. All right. Shuffle these back up and we will do Pisces. I love this deck. It's one of the Alice in Wonderland decks. I think is it Wonderland Tarot? There's two different ones out there. I just love how this card looks. I love like the violet. Well, obviously I love violet. You can tell with my background, but with the little roses, it's so cute. I love this deck. And I don't use it very much, but all right, we'll use it for clarifying, and let's hop into Pisces. Pisces. I'm wearing my new Catwoman t-shirt. It's from Batman Returns. Y'all remember that one in like 1992? Anyway, I only mention it, and I would never wear something like this because I don't like the word bitch. But anyway, I would never wear this other than my Pisces best friend gave it to me. It was like a belated Christmas gift, and I love Catwoman. Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. So cool. So anyway, I'm wearing it on my water signs reading. And it kind of matches, doesn't it? That was accidental, but coincidental? Synchronicity? You decide. All right. I'm going to stop chatting. Here we go. Pisces. Let's connect with Pisces energy. Pisces. Ooh, that one wants to be seen. High Priestess. What do you already know, Pisces? What do you already know? Ooh, okay. You may be wish fulfillment for Cancer or another Pisces. There's someone who's thinking about you as their wish fulfillment, as their end goal, their desire. It's almost like someone this is a very unusual way it's being relayed to me, but it's like they're working to become the best version of themselves so that they can make a proposal to you because they really want to impress you. And not necessarily in like a superficial way. I think they have a lot of love for you in their heart. There's something, I'm hearing the word submerged. So it might not be that this person always wears their heart on their sleeve, but it's like they maintain a lot of love for you, and something about this. It's like their whole being. They have a lot of love for you, Pisces. Ooh, Pisces, that feels real good. All right, so give me a storyline. Where is Pisces at? Actually, let's talk about your person first, because this just feels like your person. Although, yeah, some of you have marriage coming through. This very much feels like proposals to me. I don't know why, it just does. And it could be someone who's held back on asking. And it could be proposals in terms of dating, too. It doesn't have to be anything like, marriage and moving in together, though it certainly could. Ten of Pentacles. But it could just be someone who, in the short term, they view you as like, oh my gosh, that would be awesome. Almost like winning the lottery, the chance to date you, Pisces. Others of you may be waiting on a marriage proposal or something like that. So these just keep coming. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. This is like, just you wait. Be patient. I think you are getting proposed to, or you are getting a proposal of romantic engagement. Like, quite clearly. It seems like you've been waiting on this for a while, or more than likely your person has been waiting on this. And again, it's like they really want to stick the landing. They want to do it in a way that will really impress you. It could be that they're very nervous because you mean so much to them. It's like they want to do it just right. They may be setting very high expectations for themselves. This feels cute, though. You guys may already have a dog together. You may actually already have two dogs together. If this is marriage, and if not, I don't know, something about maybe you both have a dog, or maybe you meet at the dog park. It's something about specifically two dogs. 3-dog night. I don't know. 2 dogs. I don't know why that's important, but something about that may have to do with a basketball team. Or something about like a sports team, like the Bulldogs, or I don't know if you both have kids and they play on like a league and like I don't know, something about the Wolves or the Dogs, or I don't know what that is, Pisces, but something about that is a confirmation for some of you. Oh God, Pisces, yes. Can we just embrace how glorious this is? You have all my favorite cards. Even High Priestess, love it. Three of Cups, reasons to celebrate. Wheel of Fortune. So on the off chance this could have been misinterpreted as third party shit, no, it's not. Like with the Wheel of Fortune, this is like, yay, it's a party and we're happy and we're celebrating, we're engaged and we're finally dating and we're moving in together. Like this is like really positive, Pisces. So for those of you who are new to my channel, just so you know, I don't get this message a lot. I tend to swing more realistic, right? I think it's good to be optimistic, you know, when it's the time and place, but this seems really positive. And I think the only reason I mention that is because for those who've been around, you know me, I don't want to paint false hope and false promises because I just, you know, that feels icky to me. I want tarot that tells you the truth. This seems like universe checking in on some energy that's like, damn, well, that took off rather nicely. Like this feels really positive. This feels really good, especially with your fire sign. Unless you strongly resonate as a fire sign, so maybe a lot of Aries in your chart or whatever, it could be your Leo moon or something like that. Fire plays a very predominant role in this union or in this coupling. So either you're dating or engaged to a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag, or again, this could be something in you that like your Venus is in Sagittarius or something like that. This feels great. Yeah, this feels like a spiritual union. This to me is almost even coming off as like priest vibe, which is interesting because you do have the high priestess. So the, you know, divine pairing, if we want to use that term to this, would be the Hierophant. But something about this either feels like you're, something about a father figure or a grandfather who would be helping you, like officiate a wedding or something about, I just heard a term and now I lost it, but this is feeling very Pope-like to me, like someone who marries the two of you or whatever your religion or faith or spirituality is, even if you just have a very low-key, you know, maybe it's the person at the courthouse who signs your document or whatever it is, right? It could be something very informal, but this feels like reasons to celebrate, like you guys finally got word that, you know, you got the house or something like that. So even if this isn't like brand new dating or romantically, though it feels like that because you have a lot of high cards in terms of like, it feels like you guys have either been together for a while or, again, it's like you've been in each other's lives a while and someone finally got up the gumption to not be silent and come forward with an offer. Yeah, it's like, I'm hearing the word resting and waiting or lying and waiting. Like sorry, how do I describe this? It's like now this sounds very sexual. It's like the land is fertile, we just have to plant the seeds, but it's like it's ready to receive. Do you know what I mean? I'm surprised Taurus isn't showing up with all those metaphors. But yeah, Pisces, that looks amazing. Let's throw romance on it, I guess. I don't know. And for some of you, even if you were going through a really rough divorce, that's not the main message that came through. But let's just say, on the off chance you guys are leaving a fire sign, it seems like Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Cups, and 3 of Cups says to me, like, this has been a long time coming and you are going to be so happy. Because for some of you, it felt like you were silent in a relationship, like you weren't enjoying it. Like you were going to bed next to someone, but there was no love there. So that's the other very small message here. But again, for most of you, this is like, I'm going to say the opposite I said to Scorpio. I was like, there's not a lot of rainbows and sunshine here. There's a lot of rainbows and sunshine here, Pisces. I like that a lot. Woo, Pisces and possibly their fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I dig it. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Pisces, take that and run with it. If it's not, use it as motivation in your dating life that there are good things out there. You just got to go chase them. You got to go find them a little bit. So if you're not feeling it, if you're going through a rough time, you know, my sympathies to you. It's not to say this isn't your message, but it might not feel like your message now. But don't use that as like, oh, it's never my turn. It's never my story. Like this can be your story. Why wouldn't you want this to be your story, right? Whether you want marriage, engagement, or not, this is like finding a person. You guys vibe, you guys match, and it feels divinely guided. It feels beautiful, Pisces. So, whew, that was amazing. I love that. All right, guys, that's what I got for you this week. Hopefully by next week I will, I was saying this to Cancer too. I kind of missed mid-monthlies, like we're just past that now. So I don't know if we want to do that. Maybe I'll do like a short career next week. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do because I have an extra week before I do February monthly. So I will do those and those will have love and finances. But maybe next week, instead of love, I'll do short little like career type stuff. Maybe. Let me know what you think about that. All right. Thanks for joining me here today, guys. And I will see you next Monday. Bye.